Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome on this weekend, Friday. Fall's gonna right around the corner. Better get ready for school in a lot of places in the States. School pretty much started here early, so yeah, let's get down to business for this stream. So for this eBay, yeah, there's a lot of eBay sellers that probably have no idea that Xe exists, so they can actually sell like only a lot of those Chinese sellers that are, I don't know, you could say smart. They sell on AliExpress, and then they sell Mercari. Well, Mercari, I don't see big sellers. It's more trending for third-party vendors that are kind of small. But I hear that there's a damn fee for everything. Everything's so expensive, Mercari. So I personally don't see anything good coming from Mercari in the future. I do see a lot of some items that are relatively good on sale, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try. Maybe probably Mercari has changed, but when I heard about that, that was last year. So I don't know. Companies, policies changes. I know eBay started charging now 13, 14%, and then their rules, policies keep changing. So some companies get worse in time. Some companies, their policy and stuff stay the same. So those companies might probably be a little bit better. So I'm gonna link this what's it called? This link, this right here, collectibles. Pretty sure these pewter statues. I don't know what they're made of. This guy can definitely sell a lot more if he sold on what's it called, on Etsy as well. A lot of the unique items, for some reason, they actually do really well on Etsy more than eBay. eBay is more for, I guess, more rare stuff that is um, known by companies that are made, not anything that's like made by third party vendors. Not third party vendors, by people who make craftsmanship and stuff. I guess that's the term that I'm looking for. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff unique here. I don't know if you can actually paint these. It doesn't say anything about being them pewter, but they look a lot like pewter, like metal. That's what I was referring to, the pewter. Um, and yeah, I don't. There's just a few stuff here and there, like the Master Chief one, 12 inches. You know, for the price of this, is actually relatively not that bad. And it doesn't look that bad either. 12 inches is actually not that small. So, I don't know if they're, if I can actually look at the damn description. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this seller. It's not letting me see the description. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's still gonna link his channel. Maybe I can search it here. Maybe I can actually see more in the description. Wait. What the heck? Oh, 6 inches. Okay. Is it the same guy? Yeah, it is. It is the same guy. Somebody from the States. Master Chief statue. Oh, it's made of plastic. Oh my God. Well, yeah, I don't know. That's a big turn off now that I see it. So some of this stuff can actually get damaged. I thought it was like made of metal, 12 inches and like that. For this price, I'm like, that's actually, I think probably it's made of PVC, but this guy just put plastic. But I'm not sure. Like most of the 3D printing stuff that people make now, like probably 60 to 80% of the stuff is made of PVC. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the case. So I'm definitely gonna link this seller when I'm done with the stream, and you can check out his store, Forever Stands, and yeah, you can look at other stuff out here. Let's look at Etsy. I actually made a stream on this guy before. There's several sellers from Turkey that make a lot of statues, which they're not top notch statues. They're like probably 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, like average, a little bit slightly above average, but not anything like 9 or 10. So don't expect something like a freaking Iron Studios or something similar to that degree. Now, the things that I don't like buying from international sellers, especially from Etsy, I don't know if Etsy has Etsy buyer protection. So eBay has that buyer protection if you have like 100 stars, which I do. And say if you buy something, then that stuff comes in broken, you're covered if the seller doesn't want to give you a refund for the item. Because buying statues is very very risky for both buyer and seller. Like seller, you're probably gonna end up losing money. A lot of the times, people ended up gluing a lot of the broken little pieces, and I know it's a hassle that sometimes people want to return them. Uh, I personally am one of those people that if I see something broken, I don't want it. That type of person that doesn't fix things because the people that don't see it as a big deal to fix things is that they do it when they sell it. So in other words, a lot of times they sell stuff that says in good condition or blah blah blah, something similar to that degree. But then something broke and then they use glue and then they're lying to you when they sell like I don't know, man. That's how I see it. So I don't like when there's something's chipped or broken and I make it a big deal. Some people don't, as again, if they don't make a big deal, it's because they ended up doing it to themselves, and then they're selling a lot of the stuff. So yeah, statues is a very risky thing. So I don't see any marketing going for the statues. It's actually a dying business. So I wouldn't. If you're actually liking statues, by all means, go for it. I would recommend go for PVC statues because it's more lightweight, easier to ship. It doesn't break. Freaking polyresin and polystone are a pain in the ass, man. And this is coming from somebody that only has 1/10 skill. Now imagine the stuff that's 1/4, 1/3, full scale. Oh, man, you're talking about stuff that weighs over 100, 200 pounds. It's a pain in the ass. A lot of people have probably um, broken items whenever they got their boxes in or whenever they want to ship out something, something breaks. It's just I can see it already. It's a nightmare to buy polystone statues. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm probably one of the few out there. I know vast majority of statue collectors that I've seen, they all praise the polyresin and polystone. I'm probably one of the very few people that like PVC. Yeah, the paint is probably not that good, and then the models are not the best, but you know what? You're getting something that is very easy to manage, something that looks really nice, affordable, very lightweight, very easy to resell. It's like if you have a toy, basically. Uh, a lot of the toys, it's a gamble because some stuff is going down. Like a lot of the Mario stuff is actually dying, but it's gonna pick up again when Mario Brothers movie 2 comes out next year. Um, so yeah, this guy ended up having new items. That's why I'm mentioning his store, like this Ryu here from Street Fighter, a whole controller. I seen something like this on on what was it Best Buy? I think it was like a Master Chief or something to hold the Xbox. That was like the only thing that I seen. Yeah, okay stuff here. Nothing too fancy. So usually you want to go by the stars. So this guy has 992 cells, so it's actually not that bad. But yeah, let's go on with this other one. This doesn't have that many cells, but has a good array of stars. Like for eBay, I only buy from people that have 97 feedback or more. 96, and 86, if they have a lot of stars, that's a maybe. But 95 and under is like a big red flag. So for me, Etsy is I only buy from people that have 4 stars or more. If I see people who have 3 stars or less, to me that's a red flag. I will not buy from them. But that's me personally. 3 stars is like a 95% probably feedback equivalent on eBay. There's some people that probably have like good, like 94, 95, and I seen it. And then there's just one asshole, man, that did something. I don't know, man. People that are just worse than me that just give a negative feedback. I only given like probably 5 negative feedbacks in the past 13 years, 14 years that I've been in eBay, and I think two of them have been two or three of them have been given out in the past 4 years. Like I don't know, man. Like I'm losing my patience with people. So to me, like before 2020, I think I only gave one negative feedback, and I think in one of those I gave another one, but the buyer ended up giving me a link so I can change the feedback. So I went from a negative to a positive. So technically, probably 6 negative feedbacks, which isn't bad. There's people that abuse it and just give a lot of negative feedbacks. So I put myself in their situation. Like, do I really want a negative feedback if I'm gonna sell items? And I don't like to give them because I don't like to receive them. And I make a big deal about it. I think I only received one and I had to fight for it and they removed it. And yeah, it was painful, man. So this seller, these things look really well, like size wise, but they're actually kind of small. But the stuff, it looks really well, man, in my opinion. So let's see what there's. This is actually heavy. It's made of resin, so it's not something like plastic. So it's 3D sculpted, and I don't know if the stone. Oh, okay, you can place the that thing on top of the stone. So I don't know if this is made of resin or this is made of resin or both. Been a big Super Metroid, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask fan. Lately, been seeing stuff on Etsy like this looks amazing. So this is a new one. I don't recall seeing this Frozen Ridley. So yeah, the man, some of this stuff look amazing, dude. But again, it's not that big, so like you can see his finger and his finger, probably like a 7 inches, 5 inches. Okay, there you go, five one. I was close enough. 4 inches tall, the 5 inches diameter. Nothing too big, and I think the price is kind of a little bit pricey, but I mean, this guy put the effort in painting a lot of this. So some people charge a lot of money when it comes to paint works. So 5 inch, 6 inch resin. I think this is an acceptable amount, 110, even though I think it's above. I'll probably price this at 80 bucks, 70 bucks, more or less. I think you can probably sell these at 150, but that's already pushing it a little bit too much. Oh, he's selling it from Prussia. Wait, Prussia? What the hell? I forgot where Prussia is. Huh. No idea. Well, I know it's in Europe, but I don't know idea where Prussia is at. I thought Prussia didn't exist anymore. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna link the seller. Doesn't have much items, but again, puts the effort in the making these awesome items, and I personally think they look good. Sometimes you can actually have something look really good, and when you receive it, I'm like, it doesn't look the same as in the picture. I seen a few eBay reviews on some items, but not the ones that I'm showing you. I think it was from a guy from Turkey, but not this guy. It was somebody else. There's another seller. Now this guy has 5 freaking stars, 2,478 sales, and yeah, look at this, man. Honestly, I think they're. Oh man, I'm actually craving these now that I see this. Movable arms, stranger container. Let's look at this Kirby. It's basically 150%. I don't know if this is the 150% or the standard version. Yeah, a lot of these times, these sellers, what they do is that they have different options, but they should have a picture with like letters like this that says standard and then the other one that says large so they can see a difference. So, anybody who's actually an Etsy seller, this is a big advice, or eBay seller for that matter. Yeah, I would love something like this, but for the Kako Demon for Doom, they've been giving us a freaking coffee mugs left and right, but a cookie jar. Like this is technically not a cookie jar. It's a container to put candies. You can put cookie jars. But yeah, like a container, cookie jar as a Kako Demon, I would definitely want something like that. Oh yeah, this is one of the things that I wanted to show you. What the heck? Oh man. So where's the mallow? Okay, he's over here. Yeah, I thought this looked actually really good. For the price, it's actually not that bad. Can hold the controller. I don't know how secure this stuff really is. I'll probably put something like for a Sharpie, but for the Switch, I don't know if it can actually hold it, man. Because this stuff is not tested. It's just something that's like handcrafted, made by somebody. It didn't get tested by professionals. You know how in China, because most of the stuff like these is made from China. They get they get tested in like best several procedures just to be sold on the market, and then they usually have the piece of paper that they pass the test. So a lot of the distributors, whenever they bring it, I think from Hong Kong or other countries around Asia, sometimes they just take out that paper and sometimes they include the paper, but it's for toys. For the better part, like 95% of them, they just remove them. Um, but yeah, for some products, they leave them like masks, gloves. If you open them, a lot of times they have that little piece of paper that they got passed. Same thing with toys, plushes. But for the better part, a lot of the people who distribute them before they come towards the states, they remove them. If those people are not the ones that remove them, it's usually the people that sell them in bulks. I don't know, your Walmarts, your average seller that sells them over here in the States. All right, let's move on for another seller. A guy has probably started, has 44 sales, and has 4.5 stars. Probably kind of new on Etsy. These cosplays are very expensive, man, and I don't know how much people spend. I think for the better part, some people find somebody to craft their cosplay stuff, and probably can be expensive. I'm not entirely sure. But I thought I showed you this one for the Doomslayer. Man, it looks amazing. And then they made this video. Yo, it looks really professional. Look at the Master Chief in the back. Looks all chilling and just watching the Slayer. Yeah, I don't know if that's all included, man. now he's not just gonna have the shotgun, he's gonna have the disc. Yeah, I think it's a loop that keeps on. I don't know if a person's there or just a mask that's there. Yeah, so many people can have compared the Master Chief with that Doomslayer. You know, the green for the helmet doesn't look exactly like the color that it's supposed to be the green. I think it's a little bit more yellowish. I think in the game it's more like this color. So I don't know why it looks. I mean, I can be wrong, but that's what I remember. I think the color's a little bit off for the helmet. But yeah, let me take off this. Oh, anybody who's willing to spend a lot of money. Man, some of these Etsy items can be very pricey, man. That's why they don't. This guy hasn't sold that much. So I don't know how much money people. I never been into any cosplay. What's it called? The events, Comic Con. Uh, I don't know what they're called. I think Comic Con is where they dress up as well. And then there's Manga Con or I don't know. There's too many different cons. I can't keep up, man. Game cons as well. I think people dress up, but yeah, I haven't been in any con. Maybe in the future I will. I've been watching videos of people attending and selling them and how people manage their businesses and stuff. And yeah, I've been drawn to it, but yeah, it's unfortunate I haven't gone to one. Another person, 5 stars, 1,000 sales. Now this right here, fellas, is a top-notch seller, and it has the background of all the Mario, the what's it called, the Paper Mario amiibos. I probably might end up getting these for my brother in the future because they look really, really good, man. So I don't know. I forgot. Like I lost track. I think these are for the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Because I think I remember the Paratroopa. Oh no, these are actually from the N64 one, the first one. Yeah, they're not for the Thousand Year Door. This is from the Thousand Year Door though. Oh yeah, they do have the Thousand Year Door as well. So you got the original ones, and these are the Thousand Year Door. So I remember the Goomba becoming a female in Thousand Year Door. And then these are the original ones from the N64. Man, I think I'm probably gonna play it now that I see this. These are actually really good, but they have that like you can probably take them off and put them in. They're probably like that cardboard, like hard cardboard, so you gotta be careful. Um, they're probably from Lead Seller. What's her name? Pixelized Princess. It's probably the same material from that. Yeah, I haven't showed this to my brother though. I'm right here. It's my favorite character right here. Lemmy. Sounds similar to my name, and then you got the size, how more or less, like about 2 to 3 inches. That's most of the amiibos. Rarely amiibos do you see that are bigger than 5, give or take the 2 to 4 inches on average. Um, so yeah, amazing items. And again, so if you click on that, you think it's only one. It's just giving you an example. So you click on that, and then you can look at, okay, never mind. This is just only one for this one. Not for this one though. Custom, Zelda. Is this the Zelda from the cartoon? It came back in the late 80s. Looks similar to that. You think this is the Ocarina of Time Ganondorf, so Yeah, some of the people want to have something. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The Paper Mario look like a 10 out of 10. You just gotta be careful not to take them off. But this one, it looks like they probably got glue. Like the base doesn't look the best. The paint doesn't look the best. But you know what? This person's not charging a lot. I seen people charge way more than this. Yeah, I think 50 bucks is actually reasonably well. Yeah, I seen people charge like 100 and something dollars. Some people 200, 300 for like painted freaking modified amiibos. They're insane, man. I think this is actually not that bad of a of a sell in my opinion. The price, it's not too expensive, it's not too cheap. It's like an okay price. So I think any custom amiibos that go for like 50 bucks painted, considering that probably it took like probably 4 hours minimum just to finish it. So they took 4 hours out of their time just to finish it. Or probably, nah, probably a little bit less than that. Probably an hour, 2 hours. But yeah, an hour to 5 hours is more or less how they would probably take to paint this. Now, if they take less than that, probably they're just rushing it and it doesn't look the best. Who the heck is this though? Female Robin. I don't know how Robin looks. I'm sorry, I never played Fire Emblem, so handmade female Pokemon. Let's see here. Man, seeing these amiibos only because my brother's into them, I kind of feel sad considering that I sold my amiibos to some asshole that won't give me 10% on Walmart and is running away from me. He just doesn't want to spend, he doesn't want to do me the favor of actually giving me that discount. Like I'm giving him the money. He's not losing anything. But you know, some people, dude, they're just fucking narcissistic fucks that they're lazy. They only care about themselves. Lazy and only care about themselves. Alright, so I'm gonna mention this link this seller when I'm done with the stream. This one right here is another guy figure. These figures actually look like really good. Look for the Earthbound. Wait, is this guy Nez? I thought he was a different character. 70 bucks. Kind of pushing it, and I'm pretty sure they're not too anything big. Yeah, so again, this guy's charging a little bit more than the other person, the amiibo that I was telling you. But the paint for this one actually looks way better. Like this guy probably has more experience when it comes to painting. So again, 834, that's a good amount. And then you got the original Mario RPG, and then you got the remake. Can definitely see the difference from the Mario, the Mallow. I actually prefer the original one. The only thing that I probably like the one the most from the remake is probably gonna be Bowser. I think Bowser looks way better in the remake than the original. But that's my opinion. Everybody else, even Gino looks a lot better in the on the original. Like right here, I'll give you an example. Let's compare the Bowser. Ah, he doesn't have a picture of him. You can definitely see the Bowser's way better. Some people might probably say the everything on the original one looks better. I get it for the nostalgia. But the eyebrows and everything look plushy. This one doesn't look plushy, the remake. There's something about the Geno on the original one that just looks a lot better than this, the remake. That's not all. He's selling other characters like the Axum Rangers and then Booster, the other character. And I think he has a snippet. I don't know how the snippet looks. It's not even included in the picture, so I don't understand why. And then the remake is only selling the characters. I wish he had the same option for these other ones, but I mean, it's probably a lot of work, man. A lot of work. So, and then this is the one that really caught my attention the most. Look at this right here, the castle. I think the castle, the picture looks like you can take it out. So I don't know if the letters are actually included, to be honest. Look at that. It looks really good. I might probably end up getting this during the holidays to my brother. Probably as a birthday gift. I really like this one the most. It just looks so amazing. Yeah, the characters look great, but this right here, ah, man. The thing about some of these sellers, that sometimes when they sell stuff, they don't make them anymore, or they if they make them, they probably take a while um to make them. Like this is a 3D printed Chrono Trigger. There's people I think there's a guy on YouTube that dedicates himself from buying on Etsy, and then he makes a live stream of him painting all the horror, zombie, Frankenstein monsters statues that he buys on Etsy, and then he paints them. The guy does a really phenomenal job. Only has like 500 some subscribers. I'm like, what the heck, dude? How is he not getting pushed to get that main, like to get viewership and subscriptions? It just mind boggles me. Like to me, I know I actually deserve to have 1,000 subscribers. 2020, I got hit on YouTube, and I'm gonna expose this fucker right here in a bit that gave me that strike on. It's because during the pandemic, everybody was not doing anything, had a lot of time in their hands, and sometimes people decided to, yeah, they had just too much time in their hands. I don't want to say much, but yeah, it was that douchebag really kind of ruined my content, my YouTube. They don't recommend my videos anymore because of the I got a strike, and then they see my comments now because I've been getting flagged because of the AI that they started. Like after the pandemic, they made a program where they scan your comments, and sometimes I say bad words, and you can't say specific words because it's considered cyberbullying. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I can't even say anything on YouTube anymore. It's so PC. So if I can't say anything anymore, all right, then if people are gonna be talking trash about my games, and I seen people like the angry video game nerd, freaking G-Man Libs was talking shit about some of my games and versions. Well, if people's gonna be all political correct now, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be as well, man, because it's bullshit that you can't even say stuff on YouTube anymore, left and right. I don't know who is this character on Earthbound. Master Belch. Yeah, I think the Sailor Moon here is actually selling really well. So 12 inch is actually kind of big, man. So not sure if this is actually a statue or considered a toy. It's more like a kit. So I think it's like a toy, but at the same time, it's not meant to play because kits, you can break them. Like the paint job, this guy does actually really, really good in my opinion. And then you can see the bottles that he has there. Guy does really good at painting in my opinion. Yep. Lanky Kong. All right, this is. I don't remember seeing it yesterday when I was watching this. Barion and Barion and Ospion. Yeah. And I told this one of these guys and let's see if he can make Doom 64 Paint Elemental for me. I'm gonna give him an entire month, so if I don't see anything from him on October, I'm literally done asking people to do me works because the past year I've been asking people left and right. I'm like, okay, it doesn't take much money for you to ship something here in the States if it's people from the States or even people that live from other parts of the world because whenever you're in Europe and you want to ship it to Asia or some part of Asia, it can probably be more expensive. But again, a lot of times shipping anything usually to America doesn't cost a lot of money. And so I don't understand how some people can actually just ignore the requests. And I think there's only two people that are giving me requests, but not figure wise, not statue wise. I'm sorry, not figures, statue wise. And it's just it sucks because I could have seen already like a Doom 64 Paint Elemental, and then I can actually see one man already, and I can probably if I had a 3D print, if somebody would make one and I would see the files, make it similar to the original and then make it different to the point that it can be more like the Doom 64 Pen Elemental as opposed to the original Doom Kako Demon, and then just mold it. Like if I had the DIY stuff to do, I will pull it off, man. But I don't know. I was never gifted when it came to that. It takes a lot of leadership skills from the DIY stuff. Not everybody can pull it off. Anybody who's a Star Wars fan, this guy has some lightsabers, kind of pricey. I don't know how much they can go for, but I figured I show them because they actually look really good. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's chip quality. But again, I don't know how much these go for an average. And ouch, yeah, kind of pricey. The guy is selling from Latvia, so it's a European country right there. And I don't know what else this guy has. I think it's a lot of Star Wars. Yep, a lot of Star Wars, more lightsabers, or as I call it, more dildos. Okay. I know some Star Wars fans are not gonna be happy with me if I say that, but I, quite frankly, I really don't care. Yeah, how much sells? 3,810 sells, 5 stars. There you go, man. There you go. Most of the people here, for the exception, maybe. No, everybody. Everybody has more than 4 stars right here. Some very good sellers. Some people are, I noticed they're less douchey on Etsy than eBay. And personally, I have to agree. I seen some stuff that people sold me stuff that I haven't been too happy. And I don't know if it's because people take the abuse of the policies on eBay, and eBay tends to protect more the buyer than the seller. That's why it's a pain sometimes to sell on eBay. And I think like on Etsy, they incline more on selling on more on the what's it called the seller more than the buyer. And even the customer service number for Etsy, it's actually very hard to find. On eBay, it's easy to find. At one point, there was none because of the stupid pandemic, but now you can actually get a hold of any human that wants to talk to you on eBay and even on Etsy as well. So It was very annoying to buy stuff during 2020, 21. And just to top it off, I'm done with Etsy. Wanted to actually expose this fucker that was the one that gave me the strike on eBay on YouTube, sorry, on back in 2020. And then it's funny. The funny thing is that I'm not gonna click on this video. His video has a music that he doesn't own. I'm like, I wanted to actually put in a to get a copyright. I'm like, why would I waste my time and fill out because it's very tedious. This guy had the audacity to waste probably more than 30 minutes of his time just to file a copyright strike on my channel. He only has one video, has music inside, and only has one video, 3 subscribers. That's why, like, Misery loves company. I'm not gonna do anything back to him. Like, it's probably gonna be this guy probably has another channel. If he has it, if that has more subscriptions, if he does, then probably Karma's gonna hit him back. That's the only reason why I didn't do anything because I know Karma usually does its works. And for the better part, I didn't want to believe in Karma, but yeah, sometimes it takes a while, man. Sometimes it takes a while. And let me see one last thing. I'm not gonna link this. I'm not gonna play this video, but I'm gonna link it. Sorry. RGT85. I will subscribe to him. I'm actually considering subscribing him again. I don't remember. I think this guy puts a lot of thumbnails and gives um he like I hate when people put thumbnails that can actually ruin a lot of the surprises. I think that was one of the reasons why I actually unsubscribed. I think, but I don't remember why I unsubscribed to RGT85. So he mentions a device that has 12 terabytes that can actually play new consoles, and I wouldn't mind playing anything from the Wii and under. Like I'm trying to get a freaking device that's like around the price that's this thing is. But then I see this price, I'm like, shit, but you need to actually connect it to, I think, to a device, to a computer. Because a lot of these devices, they run on a computer and then you can actually click on USB to play like if it's a keyboard. So my brother has something very, very similar, but this thing has probably way more games. And I hear that a lot of these games, they get updated like in this interface that they have it. But I think that's quite a lie. Like my brother's has games and he says that a lot of times they add games over add games from time to time, but I pretty much see the same games, and I haven't played it in like over a year. But yeah, I've been wanting to play more on the Wii, like Brain Age. I was playing it like a few months back. I want to play it again. Some RPG games for the Wii. I don't know. Lately, I've been drawn towards the Wii, and then the Wii U, I never owned it, so I want to play those games. But yeah, but there's games on the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS4, and PS5 games. I'm like, I can't believe that thing is in that. I wouldn't mind like anything that's like, I know everything's illegal, but I mean, on a perspective of like something that's like 2012, 13 and under, for a better part, it's somewhat more acceptable to have like something like that. But now, whenever you're putting stuff that's 2014 and up, I'm like, shit, you're asking for trouble, especially with a company that starts with the N, which I don't want to even mention. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream and I'm gonna link these videos that I mentioned, except for this freaking soloser right here who doesn't have a live on my stream. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.